How will those you hire impact your taxes? Yes, your team impacts your tax bill. As a CEO, you do want to be aware of the impacts of those who you hire. How do they impact your tax bill so you know who to hire when and what that impact will be? Do remember to share where you are joining in from. If you do have any question or comments, please place them in the chat as well. And if you have yes, state where you're coming from. You never know who might be tuning in. And yes, do remember to share this broadcast. So I'm Kareisha Campbell, and I do help CEOs scale their cash flow, your profits, by using strategic financial systems through strategic financial systems and processes. So getting everything on your financial side all intact and positioned for profits and cash flow. What I often see is that business owners, CEOs ignore the impact of the team that they have, the type of team on their tax bill. What does that mean? So, for example, if you're going to be having persons who are salaried on board, right away you have to now think about payroll taxes. That is going to impact your overall tax bill. And when I say taxes, a lot of times persons will think, okay, when they think about taxes, it's just taxes at year end, your income tax. However, there are lots of different types of taxes. So do remember that if you have salaried employees on your team, you are going to be paying payroll taxes. You have your portion of payroll taxes. And in that that is taxes that you're paying out straight there, cash leaving your company, taxes that you're paying. So do bear this in mind when you're thinking about the type of employees that you're going to have on board. Are you going to have salaried contractors? What is going to be the level of their taxes? You get into so many details, so much details. So you do want to be aware of that impact on your taxes. You also, the second thing we'll talk about quickly is, for example, if you have like apprentices or so apprentice on board, if they're registered with certain boards, example, trade boards, right there you are eligible for tax credits based on the year they're in for school and the specific tax rule for your area. So you do want to think about that when you're hiring as well. Again, this is something that will change. The rules do change. That's why I'll quickly add in that disclaimer. It's always important to connect with that tax expert to ensure that you are aware of the latest rules, the latest regulations. You are being kept abreast. You're aware of changes. So do bear in mind when you are planning for your taxes, which is something you should be doing. When you're planning for your taxes, when you're thinking about, okay, what should my strategy be to pay less taxes, you want to bear in mind the type of workforce that you're going to have, your team. The type of team you have will impact your taxes. So you do want to ensure you are aware of this and you're budgeting for that and you're planning accordingly. You know, you're understanding the rates, the fees and so forth that are involved, so you are not taken off by surprise. Surprises are not the best thing when it comes to having a higher tax bill than what you wanted to have. So that's our little tip for this moment. And if you do have any questions, do reach out to me. I'll be happy to continue our conversation more. Also, do remember to share this podcast with other business owners, CEOs. We are a community, and it is important that we are sharing valuable information with others. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me to connect. I'll be happy to talk more with you. So, signing off in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.